we go, y'all.
You know again, I got lessons in life, boy band.
I am Diva Madonna with a capital D, and welcome to GlamsenseDivas Beauty Bar in Pelham, New York. This show is about people sharing their life stories and journey with us in our glam seats. Like we say over here, why blend in when you can stand out? Come in and get divified.
Welcome to the Glam Seat. Who are you? Who are you?
Okay, so I go by the name Diva Madonna. Diva for being so fabulous all the time. I think diva for me means courageous, passionate, brave, and I just embrace that name, Diva.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from a little town in Jamaica. I call it Garrison Town because it's called Swallowfield. And if you remember Bob Marley, he sang the song that said, Swallowfield going to be the battlefield. I grew up with my four siblings, my mom and my dad, in a big yard. In Jamaica, we have something called a big yard where it's like all the family member live. So there's like 10 houses in the one yard. Swallowfield to me is what I knew. People said you were poor, but you don't know what rich is, because if you don't have more than what you really have, do you know what poor was? We enjoyed everything from the lane, the gully, we played in the dirt. We had one TV in the whole entire yard, so there's certain days of the week that we were allowed to see anything on TV. So for Jamaica, for me, my little Garrison town of Swallowfield, that's my roots. That's where I was born. That's my town, and I grew up in it, and I loved it until I decided that I wanted more for myself and for my future.
What is your fondest childhood memory?
Well, fondest childhood memory, living here now in the US is kind of weird because you can't go outside and play. You can't let your kids outside. There's so much crazy people. Jamaica, everybody grow you. So your neighbor is your mother, it's like a family. So playing outside in the lane was my favorite. Dandy Shandy was a must. So I definitely miss my little home country, Jamaica, sometime.
How did you get into the fashion and entertainment industry?
I started off from high school. I was always the fabulous, girl in school. Even when I had like one shirt, I'll fold the sleeve up and have my necks up like Michael Jackson. And I've always been like that person who, did all the concert. I was always a person putting on the shows. So fashion for me have always been just expression of myself. Even being very poor then, I had the most shoes in the ghetto. I might have 3, but I had more than the people who had 1. So I've always learned how to take my style and make it into my own. So if I wore a jeans, I'll patch something on the knee to make it look different. So I've always been creative when it comes on to style and fashion.
What are some of the challenges you face in the fashion and entertainment industry?
My challenge would say, as a female, sometimes your opinion doesn't matter, and it's a lot of sexism, where a lot of the designers, promoters, they expect you to sleep with them in order for you to make it or to be a part of this circle. It's very challenging also for me being an owner of the GlamsenseDivas Beauty Bar, where you're new in the business, or people just expect so much of you. So there's a lot of challenges comes in and out, and I guess for me, I just take it with head on. I'm very forceful. I'm not afraid to take any challenge on.
Name the ultimate betrayal.
Oh my God, ultimate betrayal. I've been betrayed so often. I can write a book right now. I think for me, I remember about a couple years ago, I had a friend, right? And she told me she was pregnant, and I was supposed to be godmother. And this girl would say, oh my God, I really want you to be my baby's godmother. And I remember having a big baby shower for her. I used to take care of the pregnancy. She would call me for ice cream late at night. And in 9 months, I found out that she was never pregnant. And it just hurt me to the core, is because that's like the ultimate betrayal, where you actually lied about a human being,
Tell me, what does friendship mean to you?
Friendship to me don't mean 12 years of friendship or 20 years of friendship or how long I know you. It's just like in relationship. I base friendship on how you have impacted my life, how I have impacted your life. I've met people for less than a week, and they've done more for me, or if they've done more in my life for than somebody who I've known forever. So for me, I believe that a lot of people, like, because there's so much fake friends out there, and like social media has created a world of millions of friends. So you have 100 million followers who's supposed to be your friend, but if you had something, two people supports you. That's not friendship. So friendship is who supports you, who's there for you, who have your back, who you can call on. That's what I consider friendship.
You are a celebrity red carpet host. What is that?
Well, honey, when you talk about red carpet, I bring my carpet everywhere. I am the diva for all red carpets. I started out doing red carpets about, I would say, forever. And red carpet hosts, I've done a lot of interviews. I've been to events like the Grammys. I've done the Oscars. I've done a lot of real meaningful award shows. And I'm always on a celebrity guest invite list. So I am the VIP of all VIP. I call myself the VVIP.
You recently opened a boutique. What are some of the must-haves for ladies in their closets?
Well, I always say to everybody, always have a black dress. Black dress, the little black dress is very important to have because you can wear it for casual and you can also dress it up for formal. A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you can just remake something. All it takes sometimes is accessory pieces, whether it's a belt, a scarf, a jewelry that can turn a simple outfit that you might not find glamorous into glam by just changing up something on it. I am the maker of remakes, so I like to take things and cut it up and do stuff different with it. I also would believe that everybody should have a belt, maybe a belt that can be worn on both sides. So some belts come black, and then you can turn it over into a brown belt. So that is another thing, can change up an outfit, whether it's a dress, a skirt, a pants. That can work definitely. And I always believe people should always have a scarf. You can either tie your head with it, you can make different looks with it. So those are three things that is a must-have in my closet, apart from just being here in the beauty bar itself.
What is your favorite brand and why?
Okay, so I never like to promote brands that are not paying me, but I'm a Gucci girl. I love Gucci. I've always loved Gucci. I'm so happy that the new designer have created more younger, fresher looks. The colors are different. The styles is different. I see a lot of people now doing the Gucci game. I've always loved it. It's my favorite brand for pocketbooks, definitely.
When did you discover your love for fashion?
Oh my God, that is such a tricky question. But I have loved fashion since I was born. I think I was just born fabulous. I love clothes. It doesn't matter what type of clothes. I would take a garbage bag and tie a belt around it, and I'd be the hottest person on the block. I do believe that self-confidence is very important in how you wear your stuff, and it's supposed to exude, in your style. So a lot of people will put on the same outfit but doesn't feel the same way. So it has to do with your inner energy.
How has the fashion industry changed over the years?
Fashion is always reinventing itself. The things that were in 1980 is now here in the 2000, and it all depends. I can't even say it has changed much. I mean, you have new colors, new modern looks, but basically to me, fashion is the same thing over and over again. So I can't really put a finger on to say the changes.
What are some of the must-haves in your pocketbook?
Well, number one, honey, I never leave home without money. That's for sure. Whether it's your credit card or money, it's very important to always have some cash on you. I think lips colors are always very good, whether it's a lip balm, a lipstick, something to go on the lips. Because sometimes you can just change your whole makeup face from regular to glam by just adding color. And I also believe an eyeliner. Oh my God, I have the worst dead eyes, so I never leave home without my black pencil somewhere tucked in my pocket. But
What advice would you give to younger females who want to pursue what you're doing now?
well, I would say to people, believe in your dreams. I was just a poor little girl out of the ghetto that just wanted more for myself. I just saw that, I didn't want what my parents went through. I wanted more for me. And because of that ambition to be great, I just went for it. I never gave up in life. I'm always trying, and I always speak greatness in my universe. Like, the universe listens. So if you want great, you got to say to the universe, listen, I'm going to be that. Even when I go to the doctor and they say to me, you have something, they can say that, but I never own it. I don't own anything anyone say about me. I speak only the truth and blessing into my circle and into my life.
What are your ultimate goals?
Oh my God, to rule the world. Oh my God, let me just relax in my throne chair. Yes, I would say my ultimate goal is to leave legacy. You know, I believe that when God gave me a purpose here and he gave me life, I just don't want to waste life. I think a lot of us waste time, we waste our abilities, and I believe that I want to leave legacies for my younger generation. You know what I mean? I want to ensure that my kids are able to have, and I always want to be an owner. You know, I never want to be the buyer. So my legacy would be my number one priority, that when people read about Diva Madonna, they're going to say, you know something, that girl did it. And that's what I really want.
That's the wrap.
Diva Madonna, baby. It's GlamsenseDivas, baby. Her blog is so amazing. She's taking over, baby. Diva Madonna, baby. It's GlamsenseDivas, baby. Her blog is so amazing. She's taking over, baby. Glam Sense taking over the